Matthew Pitman joins us on the line from Christchurch. Matt, can you give us the latest on Enzo's lad?
Yeah, morning, Aidan. Yeah, the horses recovered really well from the other day, and as you said, considering the track and whatnot, he didn't go that bad, and we feel that he will improve with the run, and with the track drying out, then we've made the decision that we will go forward to the Diamond Jubilee.
What's the report from Michael? How's he come through the race?
Yeah, very good. I mean, we've had lots of comments from the locals and people there on the day about how well he looks, how good he had been leading up to the other day, and that's the thing. We think the horse is really well, and we know that he's a completely different horse on top of the ground. So, I mean, we don't expect him to win, but we do expect an improved performance from the other day with that run under his belt. And so we press forward, and owners get to enjoy another day out at Royal Ascot.
Absolutely. He is long in the market, as we've just seen, and the market does feature the Singapore-based Limbs Cruiser prepared by Stephen Gray, so further Kiwi interest in the Golden Jubilee as well. Matt, you've drawn barrier 5 with Fergus Sweeney to ride. Can you tell us a little bit about the jockey and maybe what you do tactically?
I mean, I think that he probably won't be as handy as the other day. Hopefully Quinn settles just probably a spot further back. We do know that he gets home really well, so I think if he can get a bit more cover amongst the field and try and run home nicely after having that cover, there'll be more the plan. Fergus is a jockey that has ridden a lot of wins, and he asked for the ride. And, I mean, that's the thing when you go to these carnivals, you never really get a bad jockey, so we take a bit of confidence that we'll see an improved performance from him.
Absolutely. We heard from Michael earlier on that because of the wet track that maybe you wouldn't go to the Golden Jubilee. Obviously it's dried and that means you are running now. But does that rule out the July Cup in a few weeks' time, or could that still be on the table?
No, that's still on the table. Obviously we'll see how he recovers from this week, but I think it's about 3 weeks away. So it's probably a perfect gap for him, really. And depending how he pulls up, I think that's the plan that will definitely still go on to Newmarket.
Okay, yeah, pretty exciting times. And what about the big team at home today? You're taking a really strong contingent. How's it all shaping for today, Matthew? Yeah,
we do. I think we've got 12 in today, and to be honest, I think we've got really good each-way chances all day long. Team seems to be working really well at the moment. And, I definitely go into that with a little bit of confidence.
Okay, we're going to pick the eyes out of them a little bit, Matthew. Let's have a look at your runner in the second, C Sharp. What are your expectations here?
It went really, really good first up. Kavish actually dropped his whip at about the 100-metre mark, I think, and he thinks that had that not happened, then he probably goes close to winning the race. So, I mean, she's drawn wide with the rail out. Sometimes that can be a concern, but she'll get back and finish on strongly. And if she can run up to her form from the other day, and that she has done previously at Riccarton, I think she should be right in the finish.
Absolutely. You've only gone down ahead in the closing stages, and like you say, jockey loses the whip as well, which hasn't been any way in your favour. How's the horse trained on since then, Matthew?
Yeah, it's working really good. She does a lot of work with some of our 65 and 72 horses, and she's working every bit as good as, if not better than them. So, yeah, we expect that she'll get out of the maiden grade pretty quickly this time around. And as I said, if she can run up to the other day, then today it might be that day.
Okay, a couple of runners in the third. Matthew, you've got Suicere and Quantrell. Neither of them with great win strike rates, but both of them bringing okay form. And, geez, this race has fallen away a fair bit.
Yeah, Suicere is one of them type of horses that always seems to find a little bit of bad luck. His last start run was very good, but, as I said, he was a little bit unlucky, got caught in behind, and I think to step up to 1400, he should adjust to that pretty easily. And I mean, it's only a small field. He'll be back early and finishing on strongly. And being a small field, I don't think it's too much to overcome. As for Contrail, his strike rate's not the best, but she's ultra consistent. She's never that far away, and she never really goes a bad race at Riccarton. And gets Lisa Allpress on board today, I think, for the first time. And that's obviously got to be a big assist. So, yeah, I think the racing's probably Contrail's for the taking. But, yeah, both are very good chances.
Yeah, and they shared favouritism there at 3.10 as we saw in our market. Let's move you on to the fourth, and Turncoat, that was a pretty encouraging last start, third. What did you make of the effort that day, Matthew? I think you beat home No Pally and make that horse a kilogram better at the weights as well.
Yeah, well, it was actually a really strong form race that day, and Lee said he probably just hit the gap too soon, and once he gets to the front, he starts looking around and whatnot. So, yeah, we're really happy with the horse since he's come down. Obviously, it was a very impressive win first up, and with Lisa taking the mount today, I think he's a really live chance.
Okay, move you on to other runners. I think you got a couple in the fifth, Chuck-a-Luck and Where's the Gold. What can you tell us about these two?
Yeah, both, I guess, we're just seeing how they perform today. Obviously, the Parsons runner will be hard to beat. It's had one start for one win and had some pretty impressive trials under its belt as well. So it has the experience on the board and is the obvious one to beat. And saying that, Chuck-a-Luck is a full brother of Thunder Bay, which was stakes placed at 2, and he's every bit as professional as his sister, and he just seems to do everything right. And he had a jump out 2 weeks ago in which he jumped out very nicely. So yeah, we expect a nice honest performance from him. And Where's the Gold? It was placed behind AFT Allowed up north, and we all know what he's gone on to do this season. So ability's probably really there with Where's the Gold, but it's just a matter of if she's as forward as some of the others in that race. But yeah, both are very nice horses, and I do think they'll improve off what they did today, but we do expect nice races from them both.
Okay, yeah, let's move you on to the sixth, and 3 runners here in the open sprint. This one, the Sonia and Gary Thompson open sprint. Pippi Ray comes up favourite at 340 ahead of On Point 420, Signify 480. You've probably got the leader in the race in Sabre. Is that right? The other couple of runners there, obviously, Dynamic and Nowhere Man. But is Sabre the leader in the race, Matthew?
Yeah, there's no secret. That's what we always try to do with Sabre, and I think when he can sort of get his own rules in front, then he is always hard to beat. And he seems to have found a bit of form in his recent starts, and I think if he can get to the front with the rail out, then he can go a very, very cheeky race. Dynamic's the same. He's another ultra consistent horse that never really goes a bad race, and Knowing Man's working as good as anything in our team at the moment. He'll be back early, and it's just whether he can finish over the top of him. But with the rail out, I do think that gives Sabre a little bit of an advantage.
Okay, who's the best of your chances? Is it Sabre, and can he win?
Yeah, I think today is his day that he can go give the likes of Signify and Pippi Ray runs for their money. And, probably with the rail out, I think that sometimes it can be a bit of an on-speed bias, and if that is the case, then he has to be one of the horses to beat. So yeah, he probably is the best of our 3 chances.
Okay, yeah, let's move you on to the 7th and Smiling Assassin. Back from Open Handicap Company last time out when he ran a really good second that day in behind Noman Ludi and drops back into rating 72 company. It means he's got to carry a bit of pudding here, Matthew, but on what he's been doing, he'd have to be a contender, wouldn't he?
Yeah, well, we took the same route with him a couple of starts back, and I think he had 61.5 that day, and it might have been 61, and yeah, he gave a good account of himself, and yeah, he's really, really started to find form, and I think that, yeah, he will go on to bigger and better things this season, and yeah, I mean, if he can run up to Harry has his last couple, then the 61 shouldn't worry him too much, and he should be there right in the finish.
Yeah, he's been really good in recent starts, and you just love to see him get this deserved win this afternoon. Let's move you on to the last of your runners, and this one in the Amberley Cup, the Greenwood Amberley Cup. And Alfie at $5 and $2, right in contention in the market. And gee, she was unlucky last time out, just couldn't get a clear run anywhere that Lisa Allpress looked. What about today? What are you thinking, Matthew?
Well, I thought she would go close to winning the other day with that weight swing that she got off Hoodier's wins, and as you said, was just super unlucky. Just couldn't get a clear run at all. Got stuck on the inside and had to pull back to come around and flash time late. Gets a little bit more of a weight pull today, so on her run the other day, then I think she's the leading hope in the race. And yeah, if she runs up to her best, which she generally does, then I think she will go very close to winning.
Yeah, she's another one who really deserves this win. She's already won 10, and those horses who win that many, they must become stable favourites, Matthew.
Yeah, she does. I mean, Georgia Fox lives with us on the weekend. it's her favourite horse, but she is one of the stable favourites. Everyone loves her, and as you said, she is ultra consistent, and she has performed at the top level before. So, I think with Lisa on, and if she performs up to how she does before, then she should be hard to beat today. And I mean, it's no secret the Winter Cup is her main aim moving forward. But yeah, today's her day to get the chocolates, I feel.
Okay, we'll just put up a graphic, Matthew, of all your runners. Who's the one you're most confident about today?
Probably Alfie. Just off her run the other day. But I also think that the 6-horse field in race 3 is ours for the taking as well. So, yeah, if I had to pick two, probably Quantrell and Alfie.
Okay, liking that. Matthew, normally on a Saturday you'll be off playing league, I guess, with Michael away. What happens? Do you have to miss the league today, or what's the story?
Yeah, no, I am off the league. Our team's a little. I was thinking about having the week off, but our team's a little bit short today. And, I'm a loyal person. If I commit to something, I've got to be there for them. And we're very lucky. I mean, we have very good staff, and Brittany and Parvish and Nick take over when we're not there. I'll be there for most of the day, but I'll be shipping away later on.
Okay, who you got today, and what's the prediction on the league outcome?
We take on Horsell today, which are the bottom of the table. I think we're sitting third, so we should be getting the win today. If we don't, we'll be worried. But, we have a really good team this year, and a team that we think can go on to the final. Hopefully we get the W.
Good, and hopefully get the double on the racetrack as well, the W at Riccarton.